Hello, Mr. Dowse here, and in this video we're going to look at some common errors when students create if statements. So here you can see I've created a variable called favPet or favourite pet, and I'm going to assign it the value from the keyboard. So I put input, please enter your favourite pet. I've then said if favourite pet is equal to dog, print good. I like dogs. Otherwise, or else if the favourite pet was equal to cat, print I don't like cats. And if it's not dog and it's not cat, well then I want to print whatever it is that they entered from the keyboard. Well, at least it isn't a cat. Okay, so that's what this code should do, but there are several errors that we need to have a look at. Okay, in actual fact I've made a mistake, so I'll just tweak that there. You probably spot that one now, but don't worry. So going to say run and run module, and the first thing I get is invalid syntax. Okay, invalid syntax, and it's highlighted this equals sign. Okay, now if I was to type in, for example, num equals 23, I've created a variable and I've assigned it the integer value 23. I could type in pet equals sheep, okay, because we've all got pet sheep. Okay, and that assigns the value sheep into the variable pet. But I can't say if favourite pet is then equal to a dog, because it's got to be a true or false statement. And this means equals become, 23 is stored in num, sheep is stored in pet, dog is stored in favPet. That's not what I'm trying to do. So that's a common error. So let's run that module again. You get that invalid syntax and it tells you can't assign a value in an if statement. What we really mean was equal to. If favPet is equal to dog, if what's stored in here is dog, then print good, I like dog. So let's run that again and see what we get now. We've got another syntax error. Okay, we've got a syntax error now after dog, and what's happened there is we haven't remembered to finish off our if statement. Our if statements, our for loops, our while loops, anything where the next piece of code is indented to show it belongs to something has to end with a colon. So now I've added my colon, this bit should be indented, so this bit of code belongs to this if statement. So I've now got equal to and a colon. So let's run my code again. Oh, end of line error. I've got an end of line error, which we've looked at in the past. It means normally that we haven't closed a bracket or we haven't closed a quote. And look, we've got our colon, but we didn't close our quote. And because we had a colon after where it was expecting the quote, it knew it was in this line. So again, dead easy, close our quote. We've now got equal to, dog in quotes and a colon, equal to favPet, equal to favPet, and cat in quotes with a colon. So that's now that working. So let's run it again. Run module. Oh, invalid syntax. So we should be able to see that there's something wrong here, because everything that's a string should be in green. And here it's all over the place. We've got some green, we've got some white, we've got a word that's half white, half green. Nothing's quite right. And what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to say A and then repeat what they typed in. So sheep, for example. Well, at least it isn't a cat. So I now need to start to glue my string together, to concatenate my string. So after A, that's my first string, I need to open and I need to close my quotes. Okay, and now my variable's gone white. That looks better. Okay, that looks much better. So I've got A, and then I put a comma, which means I'm now going to specify a variable. That's good. Okay, so favPet. And there's something wrong here. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Then I've gone back to a quote. Well, at least it isn't a cat. And I've closed my quote. And there's something wrong here, and we'll see that in a minute. So it's closer, but it's not quite there. So let's run it and see what error message we get now. Another invalid syntax. We can't just start another string without saying that we finished the variable. So I need another comma. So my variable is separated by commas. Here's a string, then a comma. Here's a variable, then a comma. And now I've gone back to another string. That all now looks pretty good. Or are we going to get an end of line error? Let's have a look. Let's run it again. End of line. End of line. Well, I've got an open quote and I've got a closed quote. I've I've got an open quote and I've got a closed quote. So what could be wrong? Well, I've got an open bracket and this isn't my closed bracket, it's inside my quote, it's part of a smiley. I put it there to trick you. Still got to close my quote after the string. So there we go. And let's run my code now. So I'm going to say run, favourite pet is a dog, good, I like dogs. Let's check the next piece of code. Run code, my favourite pet is a cat, I don't like cats. And let's run it one more time and put in sheep. A sheep? Well, at least it isn't a cat. Perfect, that's working, although I don't want that space there. Let's take that out. Okay, now, there are some other things that people are getting wrong. They are putting their variables in quotes. That won't work, because what we're actually saying is if favepet as a string is equal to dog, we'll then print this out. Well, favepet does not equal dog. We can see that. It's totally different. It won't give you a syntax error. I can run my code and I can now type in dog and it's put a dog. Well, at least it isn't a cat. Okay. If favepet equals it took the else statement and put a dog. Well, at least it isn't a cat. So it ignored this. Let's just run that again. I got myself confused. So I'm going to type in dog, and it should have put good, I like dogs, but it actually put a dog. Well, at least it isn't a cat, because favepet, it's comparing the string favepet with the string dog. So that can't possibly work. We have to make sure our variables are shown in white. So we mustn't close them in quotes. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, let's just tweak this just a little bit. Okay, let's assume this is a guessing game. Okay, so favepet, and we'll call this correct. So in actual fact, what we're trying to do now is guess that dog is what I want you to enter. Okay, so this is now a guessing name. Please enter the pet I am thinking of. So it's a guessing game now. Okay, so if favepet equals dog, congratulations, you guessed it. Okay. If favepet not equal to dog, nope, that is wrong. Okay, just a very, very simple guessing game. Okay, so I've changed it very, very slightly. This could just be an else. If it's not dog, well then it's wrong. So let's tweak that. This doesn't have to be an else if. We can just put else. Okay, so let's run our code. Run module, and if I type in dog, I get congratulations, you guessed it. And if I type in cat, it says nope, that is wrong. Now, the problem is with this, and this is another area where students have been going a little bit awry, is, well, it's okay saying if favepet is equal to dog, but what if I want to change the correct value to make the game more interesting? If the game was always dog, it wouldn't be a very interesting game. Well, at the minute, I would have to change what's in this if statement all the time. What I want to do is I just want to change this variable, because I could use this all the way through the program. So if I change that to cat up here, so the correct answer now in theory is cat, well, this still doesn't work. I'd have to change this as well. Okay, let's try it. So run module, and I want to type in dog, and it says congratulations, you guessed it, and yet correct was really meant to be cat. So how do we correct that? Well, instead of comparing it to the string, let's compare it to the variable. And this is what we do in if statements most of the time. We compare one variable with another variable. So now, if I type in cat, it'll say congratulations, you guessed it. Run module, I want to do cat, and congratulations, I guessed it. Now, if I want to change my pet to sheep, I've only got to change that one variable. And if I type in cat, it's wrong. If I type in dog, it's wrong. But if I type in sheep, well then that's correct. Now this isn't exactly right for what you're doing in the guessing game task, because we have to do something called casting, and I'm going to do a separate video on that, so check that out as well. But thanks for watching.